joining us for an agency overview meeting. My name is Ronnie. Along my side, I've got Tanner with us that's been with us for about a year now.
Appreciate you hopping on. What we're going to be doing is just breaking down our business into a little bit more detail, just so you can have a better understanding of exactly what we do. Now, in this business, there are four realities. The first thing is that this is a business, and it's very important that you do truly treat this like a business because it will pay you like a business if you do. Now, it's going to be a journey. There's a lot of ups, there's a lot of downs. You're either winning or you're learning. People are going to tell you no. We work in sales. Not everyone tells you yes. You have to be really good with your emotions and not take anything personal. And it's going to be a lot of work. This is not something that's easy, but it is very simple.
So, the Playbook Agency from 0 to 7 figures, what's a playbook? So, the playbook is one of the fastest growing agencies in the industry, built on systems and not guesswork. We've managed to scale from 0 to 1 million a month in record time in 2024. Following that, in 2025, we've tripled growth to 3 million a month within 6 months of 2025 year to date. At this time of the video, we are at $14 million in sales halfway through the year. We're onboarding about 100 new agents monthly. And the thing that we are most proud of is not just we're onboarding 100 new agents monthly, is that there's an 84% agent retention rate, meaning that almost 9 out of 10 people that are coming into the team are succeeding. And that's huge for us. And that's all powered by a plug and play system and state of the art systems where you don't have to guess or figure anything out when you come in. All you need to do is just bring in your work ethic. We don't just recruit, we retain, train, and scale with consistency.
Now, one of the most important parts about what we do is all the carriers that we have access with. We're not a captive company. We work with tons of carriers, and that really gives us the freedom to sell what's really best for the client, not just the company. And our agents, we are free to, prioritize the client's best interest. So whatever they're looking for, we know for a fact whatever we give them, it's always going to be the best for them. And we work with carriers like Mutual of Omaha, Americo, Transamerica, over 26 carriers. So really dependent on the client's health, age, we know for a fact we're always going to give them, what's best for them. And we get paid directly from the carriers. There's no middleman. The carriers, whichever one you sell them through, they're always gonna pay you out. And it really just gives them the freedom, trust, and we have control over our actual income.
The power of six. So these are the six income streams that are working together to build real wealth. And this is one of my favorite things when I came into the industry is knowing that there was an opportunity to get to the next level aside from just closing at a high level. So the first way that you're going to get paid, if you're looking at our sample calculator here with the client that pays $100 a month, you're going to get 75% upfront, resulting in $900. That's going to be as soon as the payment is issued and drafted. And then you're going to get 25% back end that pays out month 10, 11, and 12. And that will result in the following $300, totaling to 1,200, but it doesn't stop there. So the next level of income stream off of that policy is the renewals each year that the policy is kept active, and that's between 5 to 8%. Now, this is what I meant when I referenced getting to the next level. So if you're building out an agency, the fourth way that you're going to get paid is an override. That's going to be the difference between your comp and the agents that you're training and showing them how to get to the next level. This is one of my favorite bonuses, which is number 5, is the team bonus. So for teaching people how to make a good income and a good living, the company rewards you as well for helping grow the company's overall volume. And number 6 is going to be a producer bonus on top of all of the commission that the agent is getting paid already. For me, when I was slinging in the field, I was getting a guaranteed $2,000 a month bonus just for doing my job and what I'm supposed to be doing already. And over time, these income streams create real leverage and even a possible exit plan.
Now, one main reason why I got into sales was because I always wanted to be paid based on my performance, not being at like a company for a set period of time. What we do with our agency, every new agent starts at 85% commission. And in order to go up in commission, it's always going to be dependent on what you sell on a monthly basis. For example, for you to go from 85 up to 100, you need to sell $25,000 in issue paid production back to back months. You go up to 120 all based on personal sales. And then if you decide to build an agency out, you can go all the way up to 145%, still having to hit those production goals in back to back. And one of the things I love about what we have within the Playbook Agency is that all new people that start at 85%, they all have access to free leads their first 2 months, which allows them to get up and going and scaling very, very quickly.
And you don't see that anywhere. Like your last company that you were with, like if they're giving you free leads, you're taking a 35%. There's no buts, and questions, you know? If they're giving you something for free, you're gonna pay that price. How about that agency high score right there, Tanner? That high score previously withheld the test of time for 14 months. How long has that agent up there been with our team?
He's been with us for about 3 to 4 months, which is crazy because literally anyone can come in and, beat the high score if they just work. Very plug and play system. And it's crazy that, an 18-year-old that's only been doing this for about 3 months is issuing a little over, like little under $100,000 in 1 month. It's just crazy.
Absolutely insane. Now, excellence has its rewards. So these bonuses are crafted for those who consistently deliver elite results. And this is my favorite thing is like you get these bonuses for the job and the work that you're supposed to be doing already. So for me, I was always issuing 50K in life always every month and getting an extra $2,000 on top of all of the commission I was making already. And there's a bunch of increased bonuses in there as well. So if you're building a team out and you're adding a writer and 10K increase, you're receiving anywhere from an extra 500 to 1,000 on top of that. And this is just free money at the end of the day on top of all of your commission.
And then on top of those producer bonuses, it doesn't stop there. The carriers, they also give us bonuses, and you earn more just by selling, right? It's essentially free money. So a lot of the carriers that we work with, they're going to give you bonuses. Our favorite bonus is the Corbridge bonus. Each quarter, if you write over 20 applications within that quarter, you're going to get bonus anywhere from $7,000 to $8,000. And if you really break that down, that's about 6 policies a month. 6 to 7 policies a month, which our average dude is, of course, hitting that. And if you really calculate that within just bonuses in regards to like the carrier bonuses, the producer bonuses, our top guys are making an additional from like 50 to like $70,000 a year in just bonuses. So if you sell at a high level, you're gonna make extra money directly from the carriers.
And I got a message from the Corbridge CFO. He's like, your all's agency broke the bank because over 50 people took that quarterly bonus this previous quarter. And it's like, that just shows you, it's like our average guy can hit that in a month, not a quarter, you know? So it's like, it's a given, that they make that 28,000 there and then another 2,000 on top of that a month from the producer bonus. Just like you said, those guys are clearing out a good income just in bonuses before the commission even hits. Now, the Playbook Passport. So, not only do we give away tons of bonuses and systems and trainings, we also award you with your hard work by doing this yearly retreat where the company will give away an exclusive retreat for those that hit. I think the last one was 250,000 in 9 months, which we have, what is it, like probably 25 people that clinched it
Yeah.
already, correct?
Yeah.
So that just shows you on top of the bonuses, on top of the commission, these yearly retreats are in play for those guys that are taking it to the next level. They are rewarded at the highest level with these bonuses and the retreats. It doesn't end.
Now, what it's like to be part of the playbook. Most important thing is it's a very plug and play system from day one, which is something that's really, really important when you are joining an agency because it shows that anyone can come in, whether they have no experience or they have experience. All they need to do is plug in because we have elite mentorship and community. And Mentorship's definitely the most important part of this business because if you want to get to the next level, you have to be learning from someone that's actually done it at the highest level. So you're going to be learning from someone that's selling at a high level, building an agency. You're, of course, going to get to that level if you just implement from them. Now, we have daily Zoom calls with over 150 plus people. And essentially it's like a remote office. We have offices all over, but we also have an office over Zoom. So my favorite part about that is that when I was brand new, I didn't really know what I was doing. I stayed unmuted on Zoom. I was getting help from people that were selling 40, $50,000 a month. If I struggled, I asked them for help. They told me what to say, and I was able to close down a deal. And then, of course, we have recognition, support, and momentum. And with all of that, as long as you show up and you implement, you will succeed. Now, why Playbook is built different? When I started off in the insurance industry, I was actually at a captive company. And what captive means is you're tied down to one specific company. You have shared and recycled leads. Everything's gatekept. So I remember when I was there, I tried to learn from people that were, it looked like they were selling at a high level, but no one was really opening the door for a conversation. And you have to pay for training leads. It's a lone wolf culture. So on the other hand, when I transitioned to Playbook, of course, it's non-captive, meaning we're a broker. So we work with multiple different companies. We also have exclusive branded leads, which is the most important part. You should see my DMs. I get DMs every single week from people at other agencies or companies asking, hey, can I run your leads? How do I get your leads? We only provide leads to people that directly work with us. You earn your promotions based on what you sell. You'll never be held back. And we have free training. Plus, everyone that's brand new gets free leads their first 2 months. I remember when I found out you had to buy leads, I was a little bit nervous about that. But when it came to the fact that I got free leads for my first 2 months, it allowed me to come in, work really hard, and then make money without actually having to invest anything into the business. And then what's amazing, 150 plus people daily on Zoom. If you show up on Zoom, you're coachable, you listen to the people that are actually on there selling. All you need to do is just duplicate. Very duplicatable process within the Playbook Agency.
And the free leads portion is huge because when I came into the industry 2 years ago, I realized that 90% of agents fail out because they're forced to buy leads out of the gate due to not having an agency that can provide those resources. So here we're really committed to getting the agent paid and having them develop that skill set with zero pressure or stress to having to buy leads. Because closing people on the phone, you and I can both agree, it's not a lead issue, it's a skill set issue. So we
Yep.
focus on the agent mastering that skill set before we put that stress on their plate. And that resource alone has been huge to us getting to the place that we are and the agents seeing the success that they are here with our agency.
It's game changing.
Now, plug in, level up. So this training schedule speaks for itself. So we've got 3 sales mastery calls Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. And then we've got a team call Monday at 7 p.m., which is for recognition for rising stars or people that are producing at a high level. Come on and share their tips and tricks so you can implement the same thing in your dials and your business. And then we've got a Thursday Closers Academy call, which is a next level training. I think the two that we had on there last week made a combined income of almost $200,000 a month that were on there just giving away free game. And you don't see that anywhere else because most agencies, when someone's making an income like that, the goal is to gatekeep it so no one else catches up to them. But here we don't do that. We want to tell you what's working so you can implement it in your business. Now, Friday at noon, this is my one of my favorite calls. Our billionaire CEO gets on a coaching call and just drops gems on there for an hour. And this is exclusively for those that are working with us. It's not an open call to the public. And it's just set on helping people that are young entrepreneurs get to the next level and lightning speed with the stuff that he's dropping on there. I make sure to get on there no matter what I'm doing that day.
Trained elite and feared everywhere. Now, we have big names coming on every single week, which is why I love, like, you're not going to find any agency that's having a call with Daniel G. And I remember when he came on, dropped so much knowledge. Everyone started killing it, motivated after that call. So, like Ronnie mentioned, Monday, Wednesday, as well as Friday, we touch on three different things. On Monday, we touch on the script mastery. So, someone who's selling over $40,000 a month is going to break down the entire script. And that's really, really important for someone that's brand new because, learning a script that you have no idea about, it's sometimes difficult, but when you have someone that's selling at a high level, breaking that down every single Monday, it's very, very easy to learn like why we say everything. Then on Wednesday, we break down no why, no buy. In sales, if there's no why built up, there's never going to be a why, there's never going to be a buy. So we break that down, and it's really, really big for new people to jump on that call because that's one of the things that a lot of people do struggle with when they start. And then Friday, we have killing zombies, which essentially means pre-closing objections before they actually come up. And then we have our agency calls, big names all the time. Daniel G's popping on. Hopefully we can get him back. It was just amazing when he came on and hopped on. But this really separates us having all these calls.
And the thing is, like with our agency, it's not just the trainings, right? So, like all of these people that you all see on this page are people that are produced at a $40,000 a month level at an elite level, not just anybody, or people that are scaling teams that are top trainers. Like, unless you are qualified, we will not let them train on our training calls. And that's the reason we've gotten to where we are. And if you look at like names like Daniel G, it's just unheard of. And then the thing is my favorite thing is this is a universal training. Just because you're not in an office doesn't mean the training doesn't get to you. All of our trainings are done through Zoom. So whether you're in an office or you're working from a different state that you don't have access to an office or you're working on Zoom, you get access to all of these trainings because they're all done through Zoom so they can be universal and reach everyone no matter where they are. Now, Playbook Leads, most of our agents' favorite resource in the agency. So these are leads that convert because quality means nothing if they don't close. So these are only exclusive to Playbook agents. We are the fastest growing agency in the nation. And if we wanted to put these on social media, we would probably sell millions of them a month, but that is not our intention. We like to keep our superpower in-house and special to our team and not for everyone. These are real-time delivery. Leads sent instantly, ready to work. They're 100% yours, never shared, never recycled like most agencies, most companies. And these are Playbook branded, built for trust and designed to convert. Now, I know we were on a call earlier, Tanner, and you were talking about the importance of leads. What happened when you were training a new agent?
Yeah, leads are super, super important. I remember literally today, I got a call in, like someone just literally filled out the lead and called me. And it's amazing how you can have leads that can call you, they're exclusive to you, and they're not shared with the public. Leads are the most important part of the business. And when you have leads specific just to your agency and they're not sold to the public, it just shows that we're focused on our agency's growth instead of our own pockets. And these leads have changed the game for me as well as every single person in the agency.
100%. Now, the most dangerous leaderboard in the game, I always call our agency, it's like the University of Alabama of sales. These leaderboards are insane. So only killers make this list, big names, big numbers, no cap. So if you look at that top 10, even the top 20, you need to put over almost $40,000 a month to even get into that top 20. That is considered an elite top 10% level in our industry. Now, the next part is like look at how many managers are scaling and how many teams are growing within the organization. Some of these guys have been here for less than 6 months that are scaling at the rate that they have. And that just shows you that how duplicatable, number one, is the leadership on our team. And then number two is the system. And really, the biggest thing it comes down to is like, even if others had the system, you cannot duplicate leadership. And we lead with everything inside of us in our team. We all love one each other. We all work with each other. We're not competing with each other. We dominate together. Now, over 25% of the largest IMO in the country's top 100 trace back to the Playbook Agency. This is literally the most dangerous leaderboard out there that you will see.
Now, from local to limitless, the Playbook's scaling offices like crazy, but not only offices, but like our culture on Zoom is just absolutely insane with over 150 plus people every single day. So we have offices in Austin, Texas, Indiana, Minnesota, and Philadelphia. So this has been massive for me, like being able to travel to Philly, to Minnesota, to everywhere around where we have offices, seeing everything in person, then coming back home, and then still having over 150 plus people on Zoom every single day. So office culture is massive, but not only just office culture, but we also have everything over Zoom because people that can't travel or people that, aren't in those specific locations, they still get the same training, the same resources, everything over Zoom because even the people in offices are also on Zoom. It allows everyone to come down, visit the office, but at the end of the day, if they want to stay put where they are, they have access to everything.
And that's been huge for us because, like most agencies, they either have an office culture or Zoom culture. There's no in between. For us, it's both. Like you run the Austin, Texas office, I'm here in Philadelphia, but if you get on Zoom, you'll still find both of us on there. Like that's the best part. You have access to everyone, no matter where you are. So you can own it like a business and exit it like one too. And that was for me the most intriguing part when getting into the business is that there's a way to level up and scale this thing to the moon, just like we have here at our agency. So build something that pays you now and holds value for later. What that means is that you can build a team that pays you even when you're not writing. You can grow a renewal based income stream with long term value and eventually step back, scale out, or sell what you've built. It's not just a business you work in, it's one that you can step away from if you decide to. For me and you, we can both agree, and everybody on the team, we don't plan on going anywhere at least for the next 20 years.
No. And now this is our Instagram, the Playbook Agency. Daily updates on there every single day. Leaderboards, people killing it. Everyone drops knowledge. So definitely give that a follow. There's a ton of updates on there all the time. Now we appreciate all you guys hopping on. I'm sure you guys have a ton of questions after watching this video. So reach out to the person that sent you this, and then they'll touch on next steps for you.
We'll catch you on the inside soon.